What is going on, guys? Welcome to this Football Manager 2019 video where we are going to be looking into the future in Football Manager in 2025 here. So I'm going to be showing you some of the Premier League winners, take a look at some of the other leagues as well, and also some of the best players in the game. I thought this was a good time, a good amount of time to simulate, to see some of the best young players in Football Manager. Start young, get better, all that good stuff. But take a look at the history so far in this save. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. Make sure to leave a big like on the video. Make sure you subscribe as well if you're new around here. So we're going to get straight into it. But suggest other videos like this you'd like to see from me as well. After this, how much further should I be simulating? So, hey, first and foremost, let's take a look at the Premier League winners. Starts there with Manchester City, then Liverpool, Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City, and Tottenham. So there's dominance there. Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, nowhere to be seen out of those big clubs. So the biggest to note, really, I'd say Liverpool winning those three. Really massive for Liverpool. And this last season here, I want to be taking a look at the real players, not regens, because the regens are not going to be in your guys' game because they're randomized, obviously. So Ben Brereton is the top goal scorer for Blackburn. How about that? Blackburn have gone from the Championship a couple times there, got the promotion, then relegation. Might be consolidating a little bit more, maybe just off Ben. Take a look at his goals. That's his biggest season, so he's only getting better now at 26. Really, it doesn't seem so outstanding, his attributes, though. So that's really huge for him to, like, he's a good player, but yeah, to be up there, apart from Luis Gustavo, one of the regions. We'll take a look. Leicester, yeah, pretty good attributes. A bit mixed in his attributes, but if he was a real player, you could see, like, oh, yep, those attributes are correct. So you're like, oh, he's got, that was my opinion right away. He's got really good dribbling and really quick, but his finishing doesn't seem so amazing. But yeah, he's only 20 as well, so he could be a future potential player. Well, I say future potential player, he just scored the most goals, but just someone to really be on the look for. Then Harry Kane, he's had a great season there. Only the 16 goals because he doesn't make the top three there, but the highest average rating. So yeah, just interesting to take a look at that. But seeing the teams that are in the Premier League, when you simulate only to 2025 is not going to be a major difference. But Wolves, they've been a shock. They've been a shock for sure. Take a look at their form there, improving. They finished 7th. And then 9th, but then 6th here, so they qualify for Europa League. That was a good finish by them. And even, so yeah, talk about Blackburn, yeah, they're pushing into that as well. So those are the probably most notable ones, Wolves and Blackburn, even more so Blackburn in their position. So just because of the fact they start in the Championship. And another most notable division here, La Liga in Spain, there has been Madrid dominance. Barca hasn't won yet in this. I want to see how Barca is going. Right now, Messi's still going. Look at 37. Lionel Messi, 37 years of age. And honestly, he still looks great. So if you want to wonder how Lionel Messi, how he ends up, you take a look. These are the attributes. Of course, he's going to decline in a lot of the physicals, but he keeps that balance. 17, still very strong for his age. Take a look at his history for Argentina, though. 163 caps, 73 goals. Yeah, massive career. And yeah, Barca, what a legend. What a legend. Still playing into 2025. Lionel Messi, what a season. But he hasn't scored in this last season there. To be fair, they didn't really give him a go. It's understandable. They would have. We're not going to go analyze their whole team. What we wanted to do now is we wanted to see. So was their first finish was that? They finished second there. That was last season. So yeah, second in the save in the first season, then 4th. So it's not like they've been super bad or anything like that, but they just haven't won the title. They've been in contention. For sure. But there's been, even the first couple seasons, Atletico Madrid started with a bang. But then, yeah, Real really on top now. If you just have a quick gander at their team. We'll sort by the highest value, so you might, note a few guys. If you see Danny Ceballos, if you want to see how he's looking, he's their highest value player. That's pretty interesting, There's a few other guys, if you want to take a look at Junior there. He's still 24, could develop a little bit more, but pretty close to his potential. Rodrigo as well, a few of those younger talents at Real. Just to show you a few of them, like I said, we're not going to go over-analysing too much. Show you the winners, and you can see the leading scorers. We might take a look at Haaland at Real Madrid. You can see he moves around a bit in his career there, but then he comes eventually to Real, and he's a strong player. And I thought this one would be interesting, Serie A. See how Juventus is going. They've been pretty dominant. They didn't win in this last season, but you can see more often than not, they're champions. They went a bit close, but that's what I actually like Serie A. It's a very competitive league, and you can see that off the results right there, the league finish in this season. Yeah, for sure. And Andrea Bellotti is a fire striker. He knows how to find the back of the net in FM. Yeah, he's real good. Romagnoli becomes a pretty solid centre-back as well. Like I said, just a few key players and teams here winning the title to point out. And now in the Bundesliga, no, Bayern Munich has not won every single league. They haven't won every single year. They've won a few, but Leipzig getting up there as well in 2020-21 season. So yeah, that's big for them. And Leverkusen winning 3 times. Yeah, when a team sparks my interest like this, like a Leverkusen, doing much better than I thought. 3 times in that period is pretty good. This guy will be a regen. Timo Werner will be their key real player, especially. You can always rely on him for goals. They got Paulinho. He's a good player. Pretty balanced attributes in him, but like I said, we're not going to go through all the individual players, but just to see Leverkusen, winning 3 in that short period, that's pretty good. That's pretty good when you got Bayern Munich to compete with. And now we head over to France, where there's been PSG dominance until this very season. Until this very season, Monaco has toppled them. It's taken them that long. This guy is one you probably want to check out as his young potential, Pietro Pellegrini. He's a very, very good young striker. Poach him if you can. Yeah, probably not going to be affordable. He's going to be a lot of money. To sign at Monaco. Each season smashes in goals. That was the reserves ones there, the first one. So he had a loan spell on Lazio, but when he really gets to his best, 20 goal seasons. Yeah, 20 goal seasons you see from him right there. Consistent goal scorer. So yeah, if you manage to sign him, he's going to get the ball into the back of the net for you. But yeah, it's been pretty much dominance from PSG. But what a season! Same goal difference. Monaco just gets it over him right there. And I'm sure you were wondering about Champions League as well. It's a very interesting mix. Take a look at this. Bayern Munich winning the first 2 there. Winning the first 2 Champions League. Then Monaco getting one as well, even though they didn't win the league in that period. And Liverpool 2 Champions Leagues in a row. That's big to add on their history. PSG winning the one, and then Manchester United just winning that one right there against Bayern. Marcus Rashford had a great campaign himself. If we take a look at the average ratings, Kylian Mbappe, I think, to show him, I probably would on the next section as well when we take a look at the best players in the game. But he's 88 million value, again, for simulating this far at 26. This is when he's really going to be in his prime, reached his potential. And he's looking quite fantastic at Manchester City. They paid 169. Believe it or not, they paid more than PSG paid. 162 million PSG paid. Wow. Manchester City looks like they're still splashing that money. They're still splashing the money. But as I mentioned, I want to take a look at some of the best players in the game now as we took a look at the competitions and see how the clubs are doing. We already took a look at Mbappe. So Manchester City, they have quite a few. I know this Granata, he's going to be a regen because he's only 21, had to be. But they've got Marco Asensio as well. A couple of the best attacking players in the world. Take a look at his technical attributes. They look absolutely amazing. How much did they sign him for? 96 million. And he he comes up with a lot of goals. For attacking midfield type, could play on the wing, not a striker, but he comes up with more goals than assists. Apart from that first season with Real, the rest, his final season at Real, yeah, he scores more goals than assists. So no, he's got that repertoire in him. He knows how to find the back of the net. He's got amazing finishing. Take a look at 19. So yeah, for sure, he's got that technical ability to score goals, no doubt. See his career for Spain, he'll get to 100 caps for sure, I reckon, off of that. Harry Kane, yeah, he's 31. He's not really one of those younger guys. You want to see how good he gets. Nothing like that. Bruno Rodriguez, a regen. You don't need to worry about him. Paulo Dybala, Dybala. He's kind of in the same boat. You know how good he is, so he's not really a younger guy you're looking for, and he's at Juventus still, at a long career. Leon Bailey, here we go. Let's take a look at him at PSG. Absolutely rapid right there. Take a look at all his pace attributes, the pace, agility, acceleration, so quick, really good with the corners, long shots. He develops to a pretty good player, and they did sign him for 62 million. See, Leverkusen, they've been succeeding at the moment in the Bundesliga, and that would have been without Leon Bailey. So imagine he's part of them. But yeah, each season he plays, it looks like he has a really good output. He scores and assists. Even though, again, I take a look at his attributes. He's got some good attributes, but he doesn't look completely outstanding for 80 million value. But he managed to get it done, on the pitch. So we're just going to disregard any players that are, we know, who are more known. We take a look at some other types. Ariel Ramirez, he's just a regen. There might be some 25, 26. So we're just got to keep that in mind. Those guys are going to be regions for sure, but then there's going to be a guy like a Jadon Sancho who does make his way back to England, and he opts to go to Liverpool. How about that? Had a couple seasons at Dortmund. First season didn't really impact. Second season stepped up a bit more. And yeah, he's doing very well. His average ratings are really good, even though he might not get a huge amount of goals and assists. Keep that in mind. He's just a very good player in the team. So yeah, Jadon Sancho, he comes all the way back to England eventually. Did the round trip, started at Watford, then Man City, but didn't really get a look in yet. And at Dortmund is where he did. But then Liverpool spend the big money. But again, it's Dortmund making profit of a young player. So Danny, we already checked him out. Kai Havertz at Barcelona, 25 years of age, attacking midfield player. Yeah, pretty good. Take a look at his history. Again, another type at Leverkusen. So Leverkusen, they would have made some bank. They would have made some money off of these younger guys. They ended up selling after, to be fair, did a good job for them. But yeah, bigger teams came a-calling. And a lot of these guys, the expected ones like Dembele, might just take a quick look. But yeah, you know how these guys develop. They're more well-known. Dele Alli, Bernardo Silva, Jr., again, clicked on before. Pellegrini, Julian Brandt, again, a lot of these types, they're still the highest valued. Not too many surprises here. But yeah, it was good to take a look at a few. But then there will be these types. These younger guys would be around the 24, 25. Some will be regions, but you can see Felix as well, who starts in Benfica. He'll be one of those types. If you don't wait a few seasons, you could get him a bit cheaper when he's 18 or 19. So yeah, keep that in mind. He could be a great player he can pick up before he develops into a world-class player and getting poached by the likes of Manchester United for 50 million plus. Yeah, look to get him before that. Yeah, search him in the first season. Yeah, try and nab him then, because you can see here becomes a great player. Rodrigo in the same boat. Showed you him. Just click again. Rodrigo doesn't have a face, but you can see he's a good player. There's Tielemans, Jamie Rodriguez. He's a regen. Yeah, there's just a few others here. Now there's a lot of highly valued type. Who's this guy? Victor. I'm not going to try to pronounce his name, but he would be around 20 or so at the start of a save. He's at Dynamo Kiev, so yeah, he could be affordable, not at a crazy price. Bayern picked him up, 22.5 mil, and imagine Bayern making that profit. When Manchester City are interested, there's always a chance to make a profit. So they spend big money, but he doesn't look completely outstanding. So yeah, it's crazy. 68 million. I think players are a bit overvalued the last couple of years. Antonio Marin, he's not a regen. He's a real player, of course. He starts at Dynamo Zagreb, and he's one, guys. He's one. There's a few I might do a specific video, a different video to this, when it's a lot focused on these guys. But of course, there's a lot of other players in the way, like the well-known players at the very, very top. You can sign that's in a couple seasons in. Imagine in the first season or even second season could get him cheaper. Keep that in mind. So he's probably one of the biggest shouts for more of a cheaper young potential player, you could get. He starts like 17. He starts 17 years old, I think. But he's absolutely a great talent considering to what he gets to. So I did want to round things up here for now. We'll leave it on the Premier League once more. I know most of you guys from the UK, so I'll leave it there. But obviously I did show the other leagues anyway, the top 5 there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you found it interesting. If there's anything I didn't cover, I might make another video like this before I go to simulating more years, or if there's more you want to see, more information, or say 2025. Just a couple came to my mind. If you take a look at the World Cup, the current holders are Italy. If we go to the previous winners, Italy won in 2022. France were the runners up there. And then also just to take a look at the Ballon d'Or winners, we'll go through Neymar. Neymar was a mainstay, but once you get past the Cristiano Ronaldo, where's Cristiano Ronaldo? Where is he now? He's a manager. Okay, he doesn't look like an amazing manager, but he's maybe solid. But he hasn't got a role. He stayed to Juve till. Okay, it's understandable because he's 40. He's 40, so it'll be interesting to see where he ends up. That is for sure. So the last couple years is where you'll see the younger guys coming in, where it's not dominated by Ronaldo. Messi didn't win one. That's very interesting in the save at all. Was dominated, especially by Neymar namely. Even Ronaldo picked up one. But then, Pellegrini. Harry Kane came in there when he was 30 as well. Take a look. But Pellegrini's goals, just brutal dominance. Then Timo Werner. I want to take a look at these, though, if you can see who comes into place. Griezmann is a mainstay as well. You can see he gets right up there. And Mbappe, he gets second there when he's just 22 years old. And then he was nowhere to be seen there. Harry Kane was up there. Neymar and Sadio Mane, he makes it there. That's huge, I reckon. And Pellegrini and Timo Werner's there as well. Then Leon Bailey, who we showed before. And then Milinkovic-Savic, who's actually a beast. He's crazy. He's crazy good. If you can manage to sign him, he's a great midfielder. He could play defender as well. He could play defensive midfield if you train him there. But that centre mid, you can find him a good role. And a few bigger teams sign him. He's not going to be easy. He's not a type you can get early and get cheaper. He's always going to be expensive. But if you're a bigger team like United, Bayern, Man City, Real, Barca, that kind of type. Splash for that's ridiculous. Bayern go 174 million, but then you take a look at his output. It's really worth it. How about that? An 18 goal season from Milinkovic. That's crazy because that's not his best part of his game. Like you would see, goal scoring. It's not. He's a creative type that's pretty good defensively, a beast physically, and then he's got goal scoring to his game as well, but it's not something you expect for him, but he can have a big season like that. So I want to round up a few of those other things for you lads. So like I said, hopefully you enjoy this. Make sure to leave a big like on the video if you'd like to see more in this fashion, and I'll catch you guys in the very next Football Manager 2019 video.